Think we're good. Loud. No, I don't think it. All right, we're good. Continue. What am I gonna do? Oh, there we go. Now that should be better. Okay, we're good. All right, so back to the game. Actually, hold on. Okay, so now we get that off. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. There we go. Finally. All right, we're good. Situation comedy. Looks like there's going to be a showdown. Oh no, not that. Oh, god damn it. All right, so the problem is the first I want to lower that a bit. All right, that's good. Audio. Its top audio device would be speakers, high definition device. Okay, so that should work. I'm hoping. All right, we're good. Gosh dang it! Sometimes. Oh. Let's check and see what Jimmy's doing.
Anybody home? Guess not. Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
All right, so that should be better. The voice should be up. No.
A very disturbed individual sits here. I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though.
Who would buy a VCR? Okay, well, you know what? I don't think anyone has a VCR anymore. And hi, Frank. Stupid thing. Like seriously, I don't think anyone owns a VCR anymore. In fact, I barely own any DVDs.
My toes are all a Twitter that we've gotten another case so close on the heels of the last one.
Don't say a Twitter, Sam.
Well, well, Myra Stump holding her audience hostage. You watch that particular bit of daytime fluff occasionally, don't you, Max?
Whenever our TV's out of hock, for some reason I can't get enough of her sharp-toothed maternal ranting.
Why do you suppose Myra's got her audience captive?
Who knows? Last month, Charles Grodin put his hand on her desk and she hit it with a ruler. She's very strict.
That's nice to know, Frank.
You're a lovable but essentially useless lump of fur and icky stuffing materials, Max.
On the contrary, I can be a vital source of alternative insight into the problems that plague you.
Well, there's that. Let's get going.
You lead and I'll follow haphazardly, shall I?
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now.
Welcome back, America, to day 3.5 of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer. We don't need non-dairy creamer. We need sleep. Oh, I see. You were all thrilled when I gave you cars, then all expense paid vacations, and then home entertainment centers. But now, after I worked so hard and sacrificed so much, you'd rather sleep. It's all about you, isn't it? I guess nothing I ever do is good enough for you. Maybe we'll start using non-dairy creamer someday. That's more like it. You see, there's lots more fun to come, so stick around, America, and sit up straight. Nobody trusts a sloucher.
Good old TV. It's the only way I still feel well adjusted.
I think we all have that issue. We watch like TV or Netflix
One
something.
of these days, we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Years worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space.
Why would you keep 20 years of electric bills? I mean, I understand like a year maybe. Maybe. But 20 years.
Hubert doesn't look so hot, Max.
He doesn't look any worse than he did 2 months ago.
Hello, is this the president? It is? Really? Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to know. Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
It's trash. Why is there a noose on the coat rack?
Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Oh.
Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
Let's close the door. I recognize that, Frank. Nice, Frank. Yes, I think we all just, after a long day of work or school, a noose sounds pretty enticing, doesn't it? Answering machine.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on a ledge again.
So He was trapped outside? Okay.
Sam, come on! I have to pee! And the PTA is here, and they're carrying signs!
Okay. I'm kind of curious how this ends.
Sam, it's me again. I found a way to solve all three of my problems at once. But I'm going to be needing bail.
Well, I meant people on the PTA are kind. Yeah, you know what? I don't blame Max for peeing on them. I would too.
Hi, Sam. This is your therapist calling. I have to cancel our appointment because I'm giving up the practice to go into publishing. Speaking of which, thanks for all your great material.
Well, at least we know what Sam or Max did. So he got himself off the ledge, peed on the PTA, and got off the ledge. And took care of it. Let's go see what Bosco has. Actually, let's go see what the...
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. Has been Brady culture behind bars.
He finally found a way to become famous. The police blotter.
It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do.
Isn't that gumball machine?
Like candy, but I'm pretty sure it's fish tank gravel again.
Fish tank
But, of
gravel.
course,
I like fish tank gravel. It's nice and crunchy.
What ho, Samuel, Maximilian?
What the?
You're probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
It's me, Bosco.
Why the disguise?
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I know not that moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom the Third.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English.
English. You know what though? 90% of the internet does not speak English. It's like let's just bash our fingers on the keyboard and whatever comes out.
No, really, what made you convert to British?
It's 'cause everybody's got an in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. Oh, they'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh, no. The skin bodies are like skinheads, but 10 times worse.
Oh god damn it.
Not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe a million.
God damn it. I am pretty sure someone got offended by that.
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're stealing pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course. Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from BTAD.
Meaning nothing stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all! I knew I forgot something!
You want to buy
Wanna
something?
Buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
What do you have this time?
What have you got?
Well, there is still one kind of shaving cream the blooming skin bodies haven't got yet.
Oh, yeah, I love shaving.
That's funny. I've never seen you shave.
I didn't mean myself.
Oh god damn it.
And I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
What's behind the counter?
Peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see here. 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
Are you freaking kidding me?
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Worth every shilling, trust me, trust me.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
No,
Do you have any fine leather jackets?
no,
Do you have any gumballs the size of your head?
no,
Do you have any +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability?
no,
Do you have any Pez dispensers with the head of infamous Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa?
no,
Do you have any ketchup?
no. Oh, wait.
Got you.
Blast! Drat! Dash it all!
All right.
Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Pshaw, piffle, pish-posh.
Thanks, Bosco.
Pip, pip, honey nut Cheerio.
Oh, you know what? I hate to say it, but sometimes when you're hungry and you go to, like, you know, what is it? The gas station or, you know, a convenience store. Sometimes their hot dogs aren't so bad, but you know they've been there for a while. And I love how they say fresh, but they're not really fresh. I meant, you know when something's been sitting on that rack for a while. But when you're hungry, and you're hungry.
I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green, like my men.
Not judging.
With liverwurst.
Want some?
Absolutely not.
Ooh. Does anybody have not whipped liverwurst, but liverwurst? Ugh. That stuff is so nasty. I do not like liverwurst. Ugh. Why is there a camera in the refrigerator?
Chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not.
All right, let's get the shaving cream.
What do we have here? Organ Trader? Self-Loathing Weekly? Hot Bunny?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loving Weekly.
I could use a shave.
I'll say. Your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Awesome! Big dog! Big dog! The skin bodies rule the streets!
Blast! Bugger! Blimey! Bollocks! The little bladder did it again! After him! Tally ho, fool!
Great. But yeah, liverwurst is probably, it is, you know what? It is worse. It is, oh, it's so freaking nasty. Let's see if we can shoot this rat.
You'll never catch us! The skin bodies can't be stopped! Never happened, Thomas!
Obviously. Tabloids. God, you know what? I thought tabloids used to be the worst thing, and then the internet came along, and then tabloids moved to the internet and became news.
She's got a story here about two hygienists from Walla Walla and an amorphous Saturnian slime mole.
Is that the one where they walk into a bar at the beginning?
Laundromat. But you're close.
All right, so let's see.
Sam! Max! How nice to see you! I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Did she just ask if we had any pictures of horny aliens? I mean, not judging, but yes.
Yes, by which I mean, huh?
It's my new career. I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of groundbreaking news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times.
So you're a publisher now? What happened to psychotherapy?
I've always had a fascination with the suppressed and the sensual, and for telling people too much about both. Publishing the Alien Love Triangle Times is a logical extension of all my previous careers. Except maybe Vatican spokesperson.
Are you doing any psychotherapy on the side?
Only on space aliens.
I guess that narrows your clientele quite a bit.
No, not really.
Oh, have you ever seen those like magazines? I don't even know if they. Honestly, I don't know if they sell those tabloids at the liquor store or the convenience stores or the supermarkets. You know, the ones that have like those crazy things, like, oh, there's space aliens that, you know, or woman gets pregnant by space alien, or woman has something, baby monkey gives birth to baby monkey. Like those stupid tabloids. Oh God, they're so horrible. Why do people even buy those? I don't understand. You honestly, they've been there forever, so you know those stupid people buy them, and I don't understand it. Why do people buy those magazines? Anyway, moving on.
How about a quick analysis, for old time's sake?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
3.5.
3.5.
Sounds like inverse paranoia to me.
What don't you mean by that?
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
What was it you said about a photo?
My new tabloid, the Alien Love Triangle Times, needs a cover photo of an extraterrestrial biological entity, or alien as the unwashed masses calls them, caught getting cozy with some of the locals.
Sybil,
Hi,
I'd
Pika.
like the record to show that although I support you as a friend, your latest project makes my skin decidedly crawly.
Me too, and I like it.
Of course, Mac would like it. I think Max is like the freak. In you know this. Between these duo, I think, you know, between these two friends, I think Max is probably the most psychotic and deranged, and probably has more fetishes than I even want to care about.
There's nothing like good, hard-nosed journalism.
You said it. It's time to find out the real answers to the real questions.
Like, what did those poor cattle do to deserve that?
No. What do aliens do for romance? Do they love? How do they get their otherworldly thrills?
By
By
mating
playing
with
slots
humans.
in Keno? That'd explain why they're always seen in Nevada.
Okay.
Have you learned anything interesting since you started this, magazine?
I learned why Elvis had such an otherworldly voice.
Elvis was not an alien.
Sure he was. He just wore makeup to cover his emerald green skin.
Frankly, Sybil, this project is disturbing, as well as distressingly intimate.
Like seeing Stephen King getting a hot butter massage.
Oh, you saw last week's issue.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Dr. Phil.
Well, that goes without saying.
Dr. Phil's an alien. Well,
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
all right, we'll be back.
Be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Yeah, we're just talking about tabloids, Pika, like how horrible they are. And why do people buy them? Like, I just don't understand it.
Look, Max. Liver and onions are still in town.
Let's go see them again and again.
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
All right, so how are we supposed to...
Where are we going, Sam?
Hey!
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Let's go after those
After
rats.
those rats.
Pika, you never know. You never know. Flaming hot Cheetos.
Let's get 'em.
How do those laughably small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Give up the shaving cream, skin buddies.
The skin buddies don't give in to nobody.
Stop now, or we will take decisive disciplinary action.
Never happened, Thomas.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, Pika, the tabloids are the magazines that you see, like, you know, woman been abducted by alien and now she's pregnant. Or Bigfoot seen in the woods. You know, those crazy things. Like, and Ghost has a relationship with woman. You know, those stupid things.
Take the wheel, little buddy.
I thought you'd never ask. Shoot 'em, Sam.
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch out. The skin buddies can't be stopped. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch out. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Shoot 'em, Sam.
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. Missed them.
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay.
Shoot 'em, Sam.
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch out. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Missed them.
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch out. The skin buddies can't be stopped. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Hey, the shaving cream.
Okay, hold on tight, little buddy.
Mommy.
Wow, I forgot Nightbot was here. Sorry, Frank. Hold on. I gotta make an exception for you. You know, I can't. Apparently. All right, let's go.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody.
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy.
I will have to like I forgot to disable the bot since you know my own bot's working. I will do that tomorrow. Sorry for
Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
ouch.
I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
Seriously, we're the police.
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name? Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You know Nightbot is Batman. Just saying.
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less. If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Wow, what a
bad. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream.
We like to audition.
We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog, dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad. Cut! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm not hiring a dog who can't even do a simple rabidity scene.
I don't know what went wrong. I was feeling so rabid.
You look pretty disease-ridden to me.
Come back after you've taken a
STDs, maybe.
acting lessons.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack at that audition?
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Ready, Sam? Show me rabbit. Brilliant! Now all diseased.
God.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max, you've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad, you're despondent, you're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief.
How can we make Max cry? Oh, I know how we can make Max cry. Tear gas.
Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism. Such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Okay. Let's do this.
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. The celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Wow, I think she's a little jealous. But you know what? Women, when they hate each other, seem a little more vicious than guys. Like, I don't know. It seems like their revenge is horrible.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no-cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
All right. Let's start taping.
We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's
I hate
start taping the
sitcoms.
show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow! Hey! All right, I know you got... Oh, for pity's sake! This will never work if you're not even going to try to disguise the cow!
Cut!
Wow, that
Amateurs.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
that cow, that chicken's a little arrogant. That's fun. You know what I hate about sitcoms though is the laugh tracks. I can't stand laugh tracks because they're so fake. Like they laugh at everybody. They laugh at everything. They just hit a button. I like that. I like how it says it's filmed in front of a live studio audience, but I guarantee you none of the audience is laughing. I bet they're just sitting there going, God, why did I get these free tickets to be here? Please shoot me. I bet you anything that's how it is. God, I hate laugh tracks so much. That's why I like comedy, but I like comedy where, you know, it's a show without laugh tracks. Ugh, hate it.
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
Open up in there. I know you're hiding a cow.
All right, so lampshade.
Hey! Open up.
Let there be light.
Open up in there.
All right, so we have put
a cow.
that on the cow.
Hey!
There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well. Who's your guest, boys?
That's our chef.
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck a la lamb.
And
Oh, God damn it.
I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Goodness, who left this lying here?
God, freaking laugh tracks. I mean, and that proves my point of how they just laugh over nothing.
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
It's a that one.
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha!
Oh,
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
that's nasty.
This moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie!
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like...
Cow pie.
Now? Better get the serious toothpaste.
Zoom in and cut. That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
Nothing like cow pie. You know what? I don't know what it was. Because I lived in a small town. And it was kind of like a hick town. They grew a lot of alfalfa out there. You know, like, even though it was in the desert, they grew a lot of alfalfa for, you know, horses and cows and whatnot. A lot of acre. And we had, like, wells underground. So, like, you know, there was a big water table. So wells work really well. So they used to grow alfalfa. So, but we also had, like, a lot of, like, horses and cows. For some reason, during, like, you know, they had, like, this, you know, town fair. and they had a cow pie tossing contest. I never participated because I was thinking, like, people usually pick up these cow pies, they're dried out, of course, and toss them, and whoever tossed them the furthest would, win a prize. I was like, no, thank you. I'll skip that. I'm good.
Hey, bossy. Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology. Helped millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums.
Right. The stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine. But if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How do you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. If you look it up, there are actually some YouTube videos. I guess it's not just my small town. Like Iowa State Fair, cow chip throwing contest, cow pie throwing contest. I meant if you really are interested, there are some YouTube videos. You can go and enjoy that if you like.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How do you know we came for Myra?
Oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything.
Yeah, right here, 6,300,000 and yeah, so 6,373,411 and 98. That's what.
6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else.
Hugh Bliss is a big fat. Yep.
Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well?
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me! Do me!
Oh my! And that's unspeakably depraved.
Yeah, you got it! Wow, you're amazing.
I would hate to see what Max is thinking. All right.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my! How about prismatology is the answer? Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too.
Okay, yeah, I don't trust this guy. Honestly, this guy's like a certified whack job.
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Shh. Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for. And yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve. Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre, ochre. No, mauve. Burnt sienna.
How about a color I've heard of, Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Purple.
Red, Fred.
Ooh, I know what you're thinking. Is it real or is it illusion?
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color, any color.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, but it is with magic.
Okay, this guy's a freak.
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Oh, god damn it.
Puppies.
So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
Oh my god, this guy is weird.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
Okay. Yeah, he's... Oh my god, if I ever met someone like that in real life, I'd be so creeped the out. I'm just saying right now.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself. Yourself.
How about letting your hostages go now? What do you say?
Hostages? They're my guests. You know, if there's one that fries my burger, it's the rampant victim culture in American media today. Oh, boo-hoo! Myra's audience all got luxury minivans. Now they have to worry about where they're going to park. Bah!
I know what you mean, Myra. It's like I'm always telling people, don't think of it as a bullet wound. Think of it as a transfusion opportunity.
God damn it, Max is such cynical. Holy crap.
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Of course. Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should really be flossing.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I always do. Slave and toil to put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Don't be silly. Hypnotism is just an excuse people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashies.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
I meant she's not wrong. I meant... Damn it. That is true.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and see the show?
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself.
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law kind of way.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
I want to see a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract and a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course! What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh, is that all? As it happens, we brought a clip of our wacky hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys. We're the stars.
Well, I'm certainly impressed with how far standards for entertainment have fallen in this country.
Thanks.
Right?
But you're also going to need a recording contract and a nice, juicy scandal to be a guest on my show.
I'm gonna go get my autograph book. We'll be right back.
It's too nice to stay indoors. You boys should go play outside. And you should stop making that face, dear. It'll stick if you're not careful.
What face?
All right, so let's do the TV show.
We've got a contestant, people! Hit it!
From somewhere deep within the bowels of WARP, it's Who's Never Going to Be a Millionaire? With special guest host, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Our first contestants are a pair of professional freelance police officers. They enjoy firing their guns randomly and running over things. Please welcome Sam and Max.
Listen, Sam, they love us.
Welcome. You know the rules. If you can answer even one question correctly, you'll walk away a millionaire.
Start loading the armored cars, Hugh, because my brain's stuffed with enough worthless trivia to power a small Chilean village for decades.
It's true.
Okay, are you ready? Oh, happy day. It's an easy one. If a man sets out from the Horsehead Nebula in a spaceship traveling at thrice the speed of light, and his father leaves from Rigel 2 at the same time going half the speed, how many nanoseconds will it be before time paradox causes the first man never to have been born?
So here's our options. We got no clue, no idea, no chance, no hope. Let's go with...
I'm not sure, but I'll say false.
That's not really a valid answer. You lose.
What kind of freaking question is
This is
that,
an
though?
outrage. I demand a recount.
We do have a fabulous consolation prize, a copy of Emetics by me, Hugh Bliss.
No thanks. I'm content to leave with just my burning shame and newfound sense of inadequacy.
Okay.
Find out which poor schmuck will be the next to blow his chance at millions right after these messages.
All right, so do we have anything that'll help us? No. Oh, I remember this part. This is actually kind of gross. but it's worth it.
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually, no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
Can we get a tape of the show?
You'll see, Pika.
It's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No. It's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
See ya.
Probably.
I think this is one of those cooler things they use on medical shows to transport donor spleens.
What's it doing on the set of a cooking show?
Some knowledge is better left unclaimed.
Oh, so this is a cat room cooking show.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Just go with it.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
We're making a casserole, a cake, chilled summer. Let's go with the cake.
Today we're baking a cake. Let's visit our rack of ingredients and add flavoring to the flavoring pail.
I'm pretty sure that's a pot, Sam.
Flavoring
Let's
pail.
leave the cooking to me and the eating to you.
All right, so we got squid tentacles, wombat secretions, buffalo chips, sulfuric acid, hair gel, uranium pellets, tweed, pink mink oil, roofing tile shards, MSG, the flavor enhancer, dried dingo kidneys, asbestos sprinkles, lard, monk paste, and red dye number 2. So we are going to go with roof tile shards.
Can we say enough about roofing tile shards?
Obviously, we can.
And let's go with buffalo
A
chips.
handful or two of buffalo chips.
You really can't add too many buffalo chips.
And let's add some wombat secretions.
A pinch or two of wombat secretions.
Make sure they're lightly damp to the touch. The wombats, not the secretions.
And let's go with squid tentacles. Yes.
Fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
And what else?
You'll want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa cushions.
Ew. And red dye number 2.
Sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
And asbestos
Of
sprinkles.
course, who can forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
School lunches are kind of horrible sometimes. Not gonna lie. Let's cook it.
Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. into the oven it goes. And through the magic of TV cooking show time, one gorgeous, delicious cake, ready to be binged upon or shared amongst friends.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
That cake sounds so delicious, especially with the wombat secretions. You can never have too many wombat secretions. Just saying. Actually, no, let's go back here.
I just don't see how you can sing and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Could we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine. Take a seat.
Goody! I get to sing!
Oh no.
Welcome back to Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Ow!
That was a bit sloppy, but I particularly like how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
I'm definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother. Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Yay!
Okay, you know what? I love Max now. Because holy crap, did Max just say what everybody was thinking?
Can I look at these?
Sure, take them. I've got them memorized. Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive.
Your ears aren't bleeding yet. They will be. He's never going to be a millionaire. You know, I always think that game shows are always rigged. Like, of course they are.
Hey, a perfect fit.
All right, let's do this. Nope, no.
Well, we've got things to do.
And things to be.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready?
The question is, am I blue?
No.
No, Hugh, you're not blue.
Oh dear! Oh me, oh my! That's absolutely right!
Yes.
Congratulations! You're a millionaire!
We're rich! Filthy rich!
We just went bankrupt, so we will not be back after these messages.
I don't believe it. Well, this is awkward, but we don't actually have $1 million in cash.
Sweet mother of all quiz show scandals.
We'll have to give you $1 million worth of food stamps.
Oh, God
They're
damn
right
it.
over there.
Hold on. Can you buy deep-fried licorice ropes with food stamps?
We'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 174, 175, 999,999, and a million.
Let's go spend it, Sam. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
It's putting quite a bulge in mine.
Putting up a bulge. Okay, moving on. So we didn't get $1 million. We got $1 million worth of food stamps. Let's see if Bosco will take it. I mean, he did want $1 million for his voice amplification system. So voice modulator. That's what it was. Actually, we need to do two things there. Actually, we have a few things to do here. All right, let's go here. All right. So she wanted a scandal. Let's give her a scandal.
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper. Available at newsstands now.
All right. Hold on, I want to see food stamps. All right, let's go spend these bad boys.
It says cloning rights activists are cloning themselves to create a bigger voting bloc.
It works for locusts.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's actually...
We're famous.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Begin?
It's Sam and Max. I saw you on the telly.
How do you watch TV from in there?
I've got monitors you don't even know about.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here's your money, Bosco.
We want to buy something.
Quite so.
We want to buy the voice modulator.
We come bearing $1 million American dollars.
Now hand over the voice modulator.
Blimey! Food stamps? I suppose I must accept them. Oh, the Danish government conspiracy. It's hogwash. Complete codswallop. Here, then, is your chemical-based voice modulator.
This is a helium balloon strapped to an inhaler.
But it works. Trust me, trust me.
Holy chipmunk, Ari is warbling out of a souped-up 78-speed turntable. It works.
Thanks, Bosco.
And I'm doing this because I already know how. So we got this cape full of wombat secretions. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to top it off with ketchup.
A little ketchup is always good on a cake.
What is it? Ketchup, red dye number 5, squid tentacles. Yes, squid tentacles. Wombat secretions. That is the most awesome cake ever. To give to somebody else, that is. You want a piece of this cake? Oh, and don't forget buffalo chips. All right, we're done here. Buffalo chips.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
It's got a falling star on it.
How appropriate.
All right, so we have okay. So Pika here, Pika and Frank. This is where
Hey,
more singing comes in.
Pipes out on this thing?
Go right ahead. Frankly, we can use all the contestants we can muster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call
Busted Down, Hound Dog Blues. Love has a thorny backside. Bottleneck on the Freeway of Doom. Just like somebody else's song, only somehow better. Yes, that one.
Just like someone else's song, only somehow better. Howling at that drifty old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon.
Pity me.
Road to someday, bits of me are strewn.
And let's hear from our judges.
Bravo! Your wobbly tenor is way better than Peeper's shrill squawking.
Your stylings are quite interesting, but I noticed you never really hit a high note. Peepers is still getting my vote.
You sing beautifully, and your lyrics are enchanting. But Peepers is my brother, so I pretty much have to vote for him.
Oh.
Remember, folks, on Embarrassing Idol, the decision of the judges must be unanimous. Stay tuned for more exciting action after this.
And we're cut. It's okay to sing again if you want to, by the way. Could improve your chances.
Last time we saw you, you and your diminutive former child star brothers were in the thrall of a megalomaniac hypnotist with bad hair. What have you been up to since then?
Well, after you hit us over the head repeatedly, our careers have taken an upswing.
Clearly.
I would hit them
Being
too.
a judge on Embarrassing Idol is a tremendous opportunity.
I'm feeling the magic already.
Tell me, old judge, what gruesome qualities do you look for in a singing performance?
Fraternity. I'm voting for Peepers no matter what. He's my brother. The one who didn't forget my birthday today, I might add.
I said I was sorry.
Remind me again how you go about judging a singing performance?
I listen very carefully to the tonal qualities of the singer's voice, and then I vote for my brother Peepers.
Commendably impartial of you.
Isn't that cheating?
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody remembered.
I said I was sorry. What more do you want?
A treat would be nice. Isn't this also St. Boniface Day?
Patron saint of carnivorous plants and spiky things? I think that's next week. What kind of perks go with this gig? Do you get fancy dressing rooms and candy sorted by color?
Ooh, craft services food. Have them bring me a roasted Canada goose stuffed with lightly bruised olives, please. Not likely. I ordered a cake for my birthday, but they never brought it.
I think the craft services crew all went in to watch the Myra show, like everybody else.
All we got was
Canadian
a basket of
goose.
tomatoes. Ugh.
What's wrong with tomatoes? Tomatoes are amazing, by the way. Like, I love tomatoes. I could eat a tomato raw because tomatoes are amazing. They're good on, let's see, yeah. Tomato paste, tomato sauce, pizza, just everything. Tomatoes are amazing.
What kind of preposterously un-American weasel are you that you don't like tomatoes?
Yes.
I like them just fine, but they don't like me.
What do you mean?
I once spent 12 hours in the bathroom after mistakenly eating a cucumber that was sitting next to a tomato on the plate.
Say no more.
Can you eat cherry
You
tomatoes?
eat those little cherry tomatoes? They're small.
No! No tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, nothing, or I'll be out of commission for hours.
Enjoy your judging. Catch you later.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. I like the cherry tomatoes on my salad, but yeah, I like the normal kind.
What can you tell me about this contest you're judging?
Not much to tell. People sing, we judge them. You want to know more? Ask the director. We judges don't have to concern ourselves with operational details.
Tell me about the criteria you use in judging a singing contest, such as this one.
I'm a stickler for technical proficiency. Usually I look for a high note. Someone who can hit a really high note always impresses me.
I see. So, Whizzer's birthday is today, huh?
See? Some people pay attention to these things.
Oh, come on. I already said I was sorry for forgetting.
How could you forget your brother's birthday?
I confess I don't really understand how you could forget Whizzer's birthday. I mean, aren't you guys triplets?
Technically, yes.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, I've got some lines to color outside of.
It's your life.
All right. So we're going to give Weezer the cake that we made, full of wombat secretions and everything, to Whizzer, topped with ketchup.
Happy birthday.
Oh, boy! Birthday cake! That red frosting looks tasty.
Oh, that is so nasty. Oh.
Boy, that was really... really... uh-oh. Time out for number 2!
What the? Darn it! He'd better not be going to see Myra. Well, anyway, we can't wait. We'll just have to finish the show with only 2 judges. Whatever you guys agree on goes.
Vote for me!
Let's go talk to Peepers before we finish this up.
Well, Peepers, you underdeveloped former non-psychotherapist you. What a treat to run across you again.
I'm not sure if I ever properly thanked you for hitting me over the head recently. Repeatedly.
No gratitude necessary. Just doing our jobs.
Sure.
How do you manage to hit those eardrum-scarring high notes?
Eardrum
If
scarring.
you're implying that I use any artificial vocal enhancements, I don't. What you hear is pure peepers.
That's almost
Yeah.
exactly what I would have said.
Really, is there any trick to hitting the high notes like you do?
What? I told you, I don't use any artificial vocal enhancement, and I resent the implication. I have a gift, that's all.
Your lyrics have an intriguingly vapid quality. Did you write them yourself?
Of course! Any similarity to lyrics from other wildly popular songs is meant as homage, not theft.
I'm dying to know. Is there any truth to the rumors about lip syncing on the old Soda Poppers TV show?
We only did that on the released version.
I'll leave you to whatever it is you're doing over here.
Good luck.
All right, so let's do this. Voice modulator. I think.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call Busted Down Hound Dog Blues.
I am more successful than you.
Chomping on a crunchy silver spoon.
My girl is the greatest thing since sliced bread. My girl is cheating on me. I've solved life's greatest mysteries, but I'm not telling. I'm cooler and hip than you'll ever be. Yes.
Playing cocktail angst on my bassoon.
But remind you that I write songs.
And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
And let's hear from our judges.
I admire your courage even more than your singing. You've still got my vote.
Thanks, little buddy.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa! And you're less sloppy than my brother is. You got my vote. Hey!
All of the remaining judges have agreed. We have a winner.
Congratulations, Sam. Here's your recording contract.
Bin Bottom Records. It's like a dream come true.
Specs, I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do. Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore. Rushmore? I'd better go after him.
I just remembered. I have to feed my goldfish.
Are we still taping?
Be sure to join us next time on Embarrassing Idol.
Oh, American Idol. I don't understand how that show... Is that still on? I have no idea. Like, I have no freaking clue if that show is still on the air. I never watch it. I don't understand. I never got the idea of it. It's like... It's... I don't know. Never interested. Didn't care.
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it? You've got the length of one commercial break to explain yourselves.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
American Idol.
Video game.
Video games? Ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
Yeah, American Idol, Frank.
We do have a recording contract. Bin Bottom Records. Take a look. You should have us on as guests.
I like my guests to be celebrities audiences are talking about. Have you been embroiled in any juicy scandals lately?
Our landlady thinks I'm the one who broke the dryer in the basement.
Come back when the media is talking about you. And don't forget to watch behind your ears first.
Actually, we graced the cover of the current edition of the Alien Love Triangle Times. How's that for a scandal? You'll have us on your show now, yes?
Oh, I suppose so. If only so I can talk about America's lamentably endless fascination with depravity.
Yay!
Naturally, I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I don't know if I agree, Sam, but I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Give her a hand, everyone! Bessie Bovine reading from her new book, The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood, out now in all major bookstores. This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not-quite-canceled sitcom Midtown Cowboys, who also happen to be the winner and judge of TV's Embarrassing Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Matt.
Hold the hayride, little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down
Oh,
like
God damn
ducks
it.
in a gutter.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you...
Sit.
We'll just sit where you want us to, ma'am.
Lovely.
What gives, Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. We're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you talented, hot new celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles, frankly, disgusting.
But the photo is not quite what it seems.
How so?
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss? The highly respected founder of Prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
How much I'm scared of being buffeted by another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst possible way to blah, 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 yak,
God
yak,
damn
yak.
it.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yak,
Humanity's not safe while that mysterious little hypno bear is on the loose.
Are we part of humanity, Sam?
Not technically, but we're in danger too.
I also hate talk shows. Like, I hate everything. God damn it, I'm getting old. Get off my goddamn lawn.
Yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
I'd like to talk about me.
I prefer my guests' naked egos to be just a little less naked, dear.
Oh, absolutely, Myra. That's exactly what Reese Butterfingers told me when sniping river rats at Cannes. She thought I had the cool-eyed aim of a professional.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
I think she's trying to give us a hint here.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
It doesn't tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
How shocking. Who?
One of the soda poppers.
Oh, my. Which one?
Whizzer.
Well, that's certainly an interesting accusation. We happen to have Whizzer waiting backstage. Let's bring him out.
I have no what they all that happened was they gave me a ketchup cake.
Oh my, I have no idea what that even is. And it may be the single filthiest thing anyone said in my presence.
I might be able to top it if you give me a chance.
I prefer that you didn't. In fact, our country's shocking fascination with the double entendre is wrecking blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yakety, yakety,
I'm not
yakety,
touching
yakety,
that
yakety,
thing.
yakety,
I'd
yak,
probably
blah,
get
blah,
shocked.
blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak. Put that away right now. Blah, blah, blah.
Apparently,
yak, yak,
she doesn't want me to use my gun.
bloody, bloody, yakety, 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 yakety,
Unwise
yakety,
in front of a
yakety,
live
yakety,
studio
yak,
audience.
Blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days. How wonderful for you.
Thanks, we brought a clip.
You certainly did. I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience.
Wow.
It has a shocking joke involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow pie, once a staple of the American diet, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no one wants to eat cow
I
pies.
see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
If you're big enough, there still might be something left when she's finished.
Blah, 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 yak, yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
I'd like to talk about that charming yet mildly insidious-looking bear on your desk. Can I see it?
I don't know, Sam. Can you?
May I see it, please?
No, you may not. And if I may say so, if there's one thing that grills my chicken, it's how our culture is in a state of modal decay. Can is not the same as may. Should is not the same as blah, blah, blah. Yak, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue.
Hopefully she'll be off on her tri-state nagging spree for a while.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the scandalous affair.
There's more you...
What's that?
It's not us. It's our evil twins, Saul and Mark.
I thought I was the evil twin.
Sam, I refuse to let my low opinion of you curtail my disappointment. Did you really think anyone would buy such an unbelievable story?
Is there a way to answer that without being lectured?
No, there isn't. You know, millions of Americans suffer from malevolent multiple birth sibling syndrome. It's no laughing matter. And for you to blah, 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 yeah. Ah, scandal.
There's...
What's...
There are still...
Incredible. Who?
Philo Pennyworth.
As I'm sure most of you know, Philo Pennyworth is the actor who plays Mr. Featherly on Midtown Cowboys. And we happen to have him backstage. Let's bring him out. Philo, give us your side. Is it true?
Myra, please, of course not. I'm a veteran of the British stage. I'd never be caught cavorting with a dog, a rabbit, and an alien. It's so 1997.
Yikes!
I doubt we'll hear a more terrifying denial.
This year, anyone who is anyone is all about birds of prey, ring-tailed lemurs, and Bigfoot. No one will ever take you seriously at the Globe Theatre otherwise.
And there you have it. I'm so shocked, I'm going to talk for at least the next 5 minutes about blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
Oh, God, yeah. You know what? You know what? I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of film or a lot of videos on YouTube lately about Dr. Phil destroying spoiled little brats or whatever. YouTube kind of keeps recommending it to me. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in this crap. Please don't show it to me again. And then so I click, not interested. It says, okay, we'll tune our algorithm. Guess what happens? As soon as I hit refresh, oh, by the way, have you seen this Dr. Phil? No, I don't want to see it. Okay, we'll adjust our algorithm. Refresh. Oh, hi. And I know what happens if I click on it, because if I click on it just to get it out of my suggested, it'll suggest like 90,000 more. God, yeah.
Blah, blah, yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody.
But yeah, no, I don't understand it.
Yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody,
But it's like, I don't want to watch teens, spoiled teens. It's like, I already know they're spoiled teens. I went to school, and I saw my share of them, and I don't want to see them again. God, high school is horrible. Oh, then you get the college ones. It's like, you don't get rid of, you don't get rid of those spoiled, rotten kids. And I think they're kind of worse in college because their mommy and daddy paid for college. And I don't mean that. There are some parents who like save up for years for their some parents. I think it's less nowadays, but there's some parents who actually save up years for their college education, and that's cool. That's fine because they want their kids to do well, so they want to pay for their college. Totally understandable, but it's the kids that like, oh, I decided to do college. My parents paid for all my 4 years already, and I don't want to be here, but I have nowhere to go. And it's like, shut the...
Bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah.
All right, see this.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
She loves you though.
I'd like to sing a song from my upcoming album, Feathers and Furious Scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music. I mean, blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yak.
There you guys go.
Yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yakety, yakety. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that scandalous...
I'd like to sing, if I may.
Is that wise?
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Whoa! Careful there, Tiger. That was wonderful. I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait! There it is! Thank goodness. Self-referential songwriting is a dangerously blah, 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 yak, 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 yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody... Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing scandalous...
I'd like to say some more about our show, Midtown Cowboy.
I would too. Wasn't it a chicken who fought at the Battle of blah, 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 yak? Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
It's all right. We're almost there. Don't worry.
There's more.
What's that?
It doesn't tell...
You're joking. Who?
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh, my. Audience, shall we bring her back out again?
There you go. We shocked her.
At the risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking. Is she breathing?
A little, but the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement. On the bright side, the audience is free to go home.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
Speaking of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things we're not meant to see, there's a new restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts?
And processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Bread logs make me logy. Let's head back to the cooking show set and see if we can figure out how to make fried pork rinds.
Okay, but I get the feet.
There you go. She is dead. Well, not dead. She got shocked. It's about right. About an hour, 45 minutes. You know, the problem is I wanted to shoot her in the face, but she's like, put the gun away. And I'm surprised Sam just allows her to talk like that, because I'm pretty sure, you know what? We should have Max do it. I'm pretty sure Max would have done unspeakable things to her. And I meant not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I mean, like, horrible things. Again, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about, you know what? Never mind. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, and we'll see you.